Am I the asshole for wearing noise-canceling headphones when I had younger kids sleeping in my room? We have
Mm.
some family staying with us for a funeral right now. We only have one guest room which my aunt and uncle took. My other aunt and uncle slept downstairs in the living room. It was decided that all 5 of their kids would sleep in my room since it has the most floor space for air mattresses and its own bathroom so kids could easily go pee. They're all little, so I guess the hallway in the living room with the big glass doors was too scary at night. I wasn't a fan of this idea, but I didn't have a choice. I have a loft bed though, so I had a little private space to myself. I don't go to sleep as early as them, so I was up in my bed playing video games. Around 11 p.m., someone turned on the lights. When I took off my headphones, I heard one of the kids screaming. I didn't really get what was going on, but my aunt and uncle took her out of the room. My mom and other aunt all got the other kids to quiet down and go to bed, so I went back to my game and eventually fell asleep. The next morning, I find out that the cousin that was screaming had been trying to get my attention because she needed to pee, but was too afraid to use my bathroom because someone had turned off the light that was supposed to be left on for them. She saw that I was awake and was trying to ask me for help. When I didn't answer her, she tried climbing up the ladder to my bed. Well, she fell and ended up dislocating her arm.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone wanted to know what happened and why didn't I help her. I said I didn't hear her because I had on my headphones, and everyone started ganging up on me saying I should have known better than to wear noise-canceling headphones once I was babysitting. My uncle is the most angry and said that I need to learn to use my fucking head, but I babysit older kids and no one even said I was babysitting, so I don't think it's fair for them to say it's my fault.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Did you sign up for babysitting? Are they paying you? I'm sorry, like, was this explicitly told to you that you were babysitting?
Yeah.
No.
They're just sleeping in my
No.
room on the floor. How's this my fault?
Goodbye.
What if I was actually like just sleeping?
Yeah. That must have been a shock, though. Like, I can just imagine, like, a little kid, like, trying to get your attention, yelling at you with your eyes open. And it looks like you're blatantly ignoring them.
Well, he says he's in a loft situation. So I would imagine like maybe they could kind of see his head, kind of not, can kind of see the TV light kind of like up on the next level. And he's got headphones in. So they're like, down here on the floor. Hello, I can't go pee. It's dark. Bobby. Something like that. And then imagine the little kid. So I'm picturing like 5, 6. You know, they walk around, maybe younger, maybe 3 or 4. They can walk and go. Like, when do you potty train your kids? Madison, when do you potty train? When are you potty training?
I have no idea.
But like young enough that they can go pee by themselves, but not old enough that they can't get up a ladder. And then the kids are like, dum 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 dum, boom, splat. And the other 4 kids are like, oh my god, Sarah, are you okay?
Oh my god.
My arm hurts. Starts crying. Turns on the light. The parents come in. Why weren't they sleeping on your floor in your guest room? Why weren't they sleeping on the floor of the guest room?
People just project. Like, they feel bad that they put their kids in someone else's...
He would have got in trouble even if he was sleeping. Why didn't you wake up?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, you didn't take responsibility for your kids. Now they're hurt, and that's nobody else's fault but your own. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Top comment. Not the asshole. I'm really sorry to hear that the blame for this was being placed on you. It must be weighing very heavily on your conscience. But in my opinion, I don't think you're to blame at all. I think you're very well within your right to have your own little space while you share a room. I think nearly every person on earth would put headphones in at night in this situation, including the people who are blaming you for it. Who's the person who turned off the light that the kids were supposed to have on? No one's blaming them. Plus, people can't just bounce responsibility of their kids off onto someone else without explicitly asking first. Mm-hmm. It's not like you were asked and given instructions on precautions to take with the kids. Suck that it happened to the little one, but at the end of the day, shit happens. Kids get hurt, and like my grandma always said, it's going to be gone before their wedding day.
What? Like the boo-boo?
I guess so. I don't know.
Interesting.
Update.
Oh.
I told my dad about them all blaming me when he got home, and he told me that it wasn't my fault or responsibility. We went out and had dinner, just us. When we got back, my aunts and one uncle was still mad, but I'm just going to ignore them like my dad said too, because they'll all be gone soon anyways.
Yeah.
If I was the dad, I'd tell aunt and uncle, shut the fuck up, leave my kid alone.
Yeah. Very good.
Take responsibility for your own kids.
Yep.
It does remind me of this like modern day problems, right? Like, headphones in. You wouldn't have had to deal with that back in the day. There was no such thing as headphones.
That was a good one.
There was another one that I read that got deleted, and that was my recovery one. And the original one that I read, it was a mom was talking about how like her 3 kids and her husband always wear noise canceling headphones while walking around the house, and she's just so annoyed at them.
Yeah.
Because anytime she tries to talk to them, they can't hear her, and she's like struggling to like get their communication. Get communication. She's giving me the stare down. If you guys are on Spotify, she can't communicate with them.
Well, I can relate. Why? You have headphones in all day long. I try to talk to you. Babe, I have headphones in. I can't hear you. Pisses me off.
I'm working. I'm not listening to music, ignoring you.
That's not true.
My work day. I'm editing.
That's not true.
The podcast.
No, even when you're in the kitchen and you're cooking or you're doing whatever, prepping lunch, you're watching TV.
No, you know what I'm doing? I'm listening to the new book that someone got me addicted to.
Recently, but this isn't anything new.
No, it's not. But your problem is you don't go. You're getting better, but you never used to give me time. You just start talking, and I wouldn't even know you're talking to me. Now you go, hey babe, or you go Denver when I can't hear you and stuff. Wait for me to. My brain needs time to process, but I'm working. Obviously, I have my headphones in all day. We work beside each other, guys. I need to post like a pic on Instagram or something. Like our den is a condo. We have a condo. We podcast in the den, but the rest, our work benches, the living area, we have our desk up against the glass that faces out towards it. And I ordered myself up a long one since I started working from. Well, fuck, they're both mine.
All right, where is this going?
Long story short, Teresa used to have the desk in the den. I bought a desk by the window so that I could edit. And then Teresa was like, I don't want to work in the dark dungeon anymore. So then she took over that desk. So then I ordered another desk. Basically, we're beside each other looking out the windows. So we're like within an arm span reach. We could just reach out and tap each other and touch each other. And Teresa will be like doing her job, and I'm doing my job, which is editing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm editing. I have headphones in, and I'm editing. And Teresa will just start talking to me sometimes.
No, I don't do that.
Now she says, hey, babe, and stuff.
No, I'm not talking about when you're working. I'm talking about when you're doing chores, walking around the house, doing laundry, whatever. You always have headphones in, and I'm trying to talk to you, and it's so frustrating because you can't hear me, obviously.
Yeah.
So I have to like come over and fucking tap you.
Yes.
And that's annoying.
Well, I try to put one headphone in when possible, and sometimes I don't know whether the sound deadening is on or off.
I'm just saying I can relate to her.
Yeah, well, she was just saying, she's like, for the love of God, can you please just turn the noise canceling off?
Yeah.
Fine if you want to have your headphones on, but just turn it off or it mutes the whole fucking world. And just do it when you're in the house. If you're outside the house, I don't give a fuck. But if you're in the house, like, I would need to call out to you.
Yeah.
And, like, what if something happens? So, like, that's actually a pretty fair point with all these, like, noise-canceling headphones.
Yeah, maybe you should stop using Okay, I'm done. Let's go.
Okay, well, I would like to say my computer headphones are not noise-canceling.
I'm not talking about when you are working at your computer, as I have previously said. Please. Let's move on.
Okay.